Hey everyone, Alan Bauer here in Bay City, Michigan, and I'm going to do a video kind of based on the coronavirus. I didn't want to do one on this and I didn't plan on it, but I feel like I really have to now because everything's kind of getting crazy out there. I mean, you know, we see the virus and, from what we know on it and everything, what I've read, um, the common flu that's normally around, like the common cold that goes around every year, it's seasonal one. There's usually like less than 0.1% of the people die from that. Well, on this one here, on the coronavirus, there's about 3 to 4% is what they're reporting, depending where you read or get your information, but about 3 to 4%. But that could be a little high too, because a lot of people that may have the coronavirus may not even know that they had it. So that could be skewing those numbers up too. So there's a lot of stuff we don't know on this, and I'm not going to pretend to be an expert or anything like that on it. But what I wanted to talk about though was the panic that's going with this and why it's important to be a prepper. And when I talk about a prepper, I'm not talking about, like a conspiracy theorist prepper, building a bomb shelter in your backyard and, stocking up for Armageddon. But going into the stores here recently, you swear that Armageddon's happening if you look at the shelves in the store. Everything first started happening with the toilet paper disappearing. Why the toilet paper? I have no idea. But people panicked. And, today too, I'm driving down the road and I see people, walking out of the dollar store. They're going down the road with a case of toilet paper on their shoulder. And I'm like, this is just freaking ridiculous. But I understand why they're doing it, because once you have that panic, you have to kind of go out there and start looking for it, because you can't find it on the shelves. When you do find it, what's a natural thing? It's like, hey, I'm going to pick up as much as I can because who knows when it's going to be available again. So that's how the panic starts to roll. So we're lucky, we normally shop like at at Sam's Club or Costco or something like that. Around here we have a Sam's Club. They're going to be building a Costco in Midland here, which I'll be excited to see that go in and probably do some shopping there. But so when we buy at Sam's Club. We get like this big 36 roll thing of toilet paper, and they're, I don't know, equivalent to like 72 rolls or whatever they are. It's the toilet paper math. Like it's crazy. They all have the toilet paper math. If you know what I'm talking about, like 36 rolls equals 72 or 36 equals 94 or whatever it is. It's crazy, but that's their marketing thing. So anyway, we normally buy like these big cases of it. We buy a big case of paper towels because it's just cheaper to buy in bulk. So we always have like that supply. So when this hit, we're not like, searching for toilet paper. And I feel really bad for some people that are. We actually did give a roll to the neighbor before, but because when this hit, they didn't have any. So it's like, hey, we got some extra. Here you go. Not gonna charge them or gouge them or anything like that, but it's just kind of crazy. So. And you're starting to see other things fly off the shelf too, like water. Like I always stock up on water too. I have one of those water coolers, and you can put the three to 5 gallon tanks on it. And normally, I'll keep about 3 of those on hand or whatever, so that lasts a while too. Same thing with paper towels. We buy the big thing from Sam's Club. But here's why it's important to always be prepared, because we never know what's going to happen. I mean, this coronavirus is something just freaking crazy. I mean, that's all I can say about it, because this has affected the entire world. I mean, the entire world is in a panic. Is this thing dangerous? Sure. Some people are going to die from it. And the reports out there say, well, people over 60 are the highest risk, usually those that have coronary disease, diabetes, maybe they're cancer, going through chemo, they have weakened immune system. But there are going to be other people in different age categories that die. It just happens. I mean, it's a sad thing that this happens. And I guess this is spreading quicker than some of the other viruses, so that's the concern on it. But I do think this whole panic thing of, people stockpiling like it's the end of the world, and a lot of people are like seriously scared. I'm not scared about it. I mean, I'm not afraid of of this at all. It's like, hey, if I get it, I get it. Odds are I'd probably get it. I'd be a little sick. I'll get over it, just like every other one that I had. I mean, there are going to be some people that die, though. I mean, that's a sad reality, but this happens every single year. So why the hype and the thing? Is it the media craze? I mean, is it like really something more serious? Who knows? But it is what it is. So the point of this isn't to get into this turn it into a political discussion or anything like that. But my point is to be prepared. So what I recommend, what everybody should have anyway, because a lot of people, they just kind of go from paycheck to paycheck. And when it's, they're about out of everything and people just kind of run on the minimum, and we always expect everything's always going to be there. But, when I lived down south, like in Virginia, if it even mentioned a snowstorm was coming in, man, the shelves were bare. There was one time when I bought something before there, it's like the only thing left was this can of SpaghettiOs or something. And I mean, it was so nasty. It was like an off-brand name. I couldn't even eat this stuff. I mean, I would have rather bought the dog food there and ate that than this can of off-brand SpaghettiOs. It was just nasty. But, I learned from that. And what I recommend at a minimum, everybody really should have a 1 month supply at a bare minimum. So you have a month worth of, your toilet paper, your paper towels, you got a little room in the house, whatever, your pantry, you stockpile that up, just a month. That would be the minimum. Same with the food, get some canned goods, jars, we can get, like, I keep some dill pickles, I keep some olives, I keep some sardines in cans. I know Karen doesn't like the sardines, so those are definitely mine. But, I do buy some of those soups too, some of those bigger 18.5 ounce cans. Some of those, stuff you're normally going to eat anyway. Don't just, you don't have to run out and buy some of those MREs, like the military meal ready to eat, unless you really like eating those. I'm not a big fan of them. I mean, I ate them for years. The new ones aren't so bad, but, not really the greatest thing. So if you keep a month's worth, that way if you have a snowstorm, there's an earthquake, there's flooding, the power goes out, virus hits, whatever, civil unrest. I mean, who knows what the heck is going to happen? Meteorite crashes down, and I mean, anything can happen. Anything is possible. And this way you're not thrown off guard. You have a full month supply of something. Yeah, you can buy some stuff and freeze it too. The only bad thing about that is if the power does go out. So keep that in mind. Some people like, they hunt around here, and they have, venison, full deer in the freezer and all this stuff. But the problem is, if that power goes out and you don't have a backup generator or something like that, all that meat's going to spoil. So that's why I recommend canned goods and dry goods, something that you can use also. And a good thing is to actually work on building up like a 3 month supply. I think that would be kind of the ideal thing. And if you're really into prepping, you want to be super safe on it, 6 months, I say, would be the max. And you got to watch the expiration dates on this too. When you buy something, make sure that the expiration date's going to be out there and you are going to use it, so you're not wasting anything. But I recommend that on everything, even medications. Maybe you want some ibuprofen or Motrin or whatever. You got any kind of vitamin supplements, even our CBD, like even the shakes and everything from our company. Who knows what's going to happen where maybe the mail carriers won't carry. I mean, this thing gets so crazy. What if they said, hey, the postal system shut down for 3 weeks? Well, there goes the Amazon orders. And there's stuff right now you cannot buy on Amazon. That is like crazy when Amazon runs out of it, like the hand sanitizer. You can use like any kind of an alcohol base. I heard like 70% alcohol. Do the same thing, wipe this down for like 20 seconds or so, and it kind of, it'll kill the virus that's there. So that's, but the big thing, make sure you have everything you need. Like I said, toiletries, toothpaste, toothbrushes, soap, deodorant, all that stuff. Have a good 1 month supply minimum, 3 month ideal, 6 month if you really, really want to be a prepper on this. So, and like I said, even on our CBD products, like I got I always buy in the 3 packs or the 4 packs for like the shake products. I do the keto shakes. So, I mean, I'm stocked up on that. I got like 5 packs of that left. I've got, like 3 packs of the vitamins. I got a 3 pack of the keto creamers. Got some CBD, here. So, or the CBDA, I take that Super 1000. So that's good to stock up on that too. And a lot of times I wait till we have a sale. Like, we had that 20% off. So guess what? I bought some of the bigger packages and we stacked up on it. Or to do the builder's pack. That's a good way to do that there. So I just wanted to kind of throw it out there. Maybe it's a little bit too late right now, but as you see stuff, you don't have to go all crazy and snatch everything off the shelf that you have. But when all this dies down and stuff too, hopefully you're not sitting there without toilet paper. Because when that does happen, you're definitely going to prepare from it from that point forward. But it's a good idea, like I said, to always have at least a month's supply. That way, when anything ever happens, you're not taken off guard. While everybody else is panicking and stuff's flying off the shelf, and you get there and all you got's that nasty can of SpaghettiOs with no brand on it or some no label product up there. Or you look at the fresh fruit and veggies. You really can't stockpile that. You can get some of the frozen ones, dehydrated stuff. I mean, things like that. But you don't have to get too crazy on it. Just make sure you got something where you got enough to feed you and your family. Maybe a little extra, for the neighbors or friends and family that didn't, so you can kind of help them out. So just wanted to throw that out there today, and always be prepared, and then you're never taken off guard. So that's all I got for today. Talk to you tomorrow.